Goes down with an injury. This was a first-round pick that the Packers were very high on. I say it in the past tense, I shouldn't. We don't know the full diagnosis yet.
Right.
We will find out more. Ian Rappaport is working the phones as we speak to tell you. He did walk off, but not what you wanted to see. But it was less about the players on the field than the surface of the field last night. We've been through this as an NFL. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We went to Winnipeg, and John Gruden actually said, not our fault. Talk to the other guys. Take a listen.
It's not going to change the evaluation other than we didn't get some kickoffs and some opportunities in special teams, but I'm not going to make a big deal about the field. We liked the field. We thought the field was perfectly ready to roll. You'll have to ask Green Bay about that, but didn't impact our play calling or our evaluations. We just adapted as they did to the new dimensions of the field.
Well, we were going to have all our starters play, and just it was just one of those deals. I didn't think it was. We certainly have all played on much worse surfaces in our lives, but it was just one of those deals where they weren't playing their starters, and so we just decided to sit them.
Well, this will obviously be all over, a big part of Hard Knocks. So which part, though, of the game, of Packers, Raiders, are you most excited to get a behind-the-scenes look at when Hard Knocks comes out on Tuesday?
It's about the field. One thing that Gruden said right there, you got to ask the Packers about that. It's a very loaded soundbite. And if we just get a little moment on the field, they're discussing it. But, you know, Gruden knows very well how to deliver a television soundbite, how to hold one back, did hours and hours and hours of live game broadcasts. That's a very deliberate sound, but you have to ask the Packers about that. I'd like to ask Hard Knocks about that.
All right, so we got a tweet from a fan, and her name is Scuba Sue 88.
What's Sue got?
I think this was per our conversation yesterday about the game she was watching last night. It came in at 3 a.m., and she says, dude at the Raiders game had both the AB Pittsburgh and Raiders jerseys. AB signed both of them. He's like, pretty cool, she says. And she also says, pretty sure Raiders will be rocking 84 jerseys because we had a conversation. Will those fans for Pittsburgh still rock 84 jerseys when they see AB?
Yeah, Peter was ready to fight you yesterday.
Yeah, he was. And I think it's cool, though, because I would like to see this. Hopefully, the 1,000 cameras that Hard Knocks has surrounding the team, they catch Antonio Brown signing autographs for a fan that has both of these jerseys.
Oh, wait, that was your big takeaway, that Antonio Brown is a swell guy? What are you talking
that's what
about?
I want to see on Hard Knocks. That's
Okay,
what I want
so
to see.
what do you want to see?
What do you want to see? I want to hear about the field. Peter, I played on soggy fields before.
Let's go back to Antonio Brown then.
Good.
So what do you want to see on Hard Knocks that he's signing out? Because I feel like Hard Knocks has done a pretty good job polishing Antonio Brown this season.
I want to see him signing an autograph for a fan that is still rocking with Pittsburgh and rocking with Antonio Brown, because we talked about it yesterday. Antonio Brown should move on from his ex, but he is still attached to his ex just like they are to him. So having that moment with the background music, the slow motion signing of both jerseys, I feel it's going to put things in perspective for all of us. It's okay to occasionally talk about your ex.
What's that called? Bonus night?
Yeah,
right? Bonus night?
You can be friends with benefits with your ex if everything's copacetic.
Sure.
Nate, I think we got to go a long way here to give Antonio Brown more discussion.
Yeah.
To me, and he's just the ultimate teammate. I'm going to go in further, though. I'm going to say with the Hard Knocks, there's a little dance going on right now with NFL Films, with the Raiders, and with HBO Sports.
Yeah?
Because
What's that?
Rich Eisen calls it the Gruden goalie. And let me explain what the Gruden goalie is. Gruden gets final edit on what is seen and what's not. This does not look great for the NFL that they had to shorten the field, but Gruden seems a little peeved right here that the Packers pulled their starters. So to Kyle's point, I want to know what those discussions were, because Gruden wouldn't come out and say, you can ask the Packers, we were ready to play, we brought our guys, all this stuff. It seems like there is an interesting dance going on here, and that Gruden might be a little peeved with the other coach, Matt LaFleur, and the NFL as a whole for what this situation was, because as goofy as it was and all that stuff, that's not a great fan experience for the fans in Winnipeg. That's not a cool experience for the Raiders who traveled. It's not a good experience for the Packers who traveled. They went up there, the Packers couldn't get a dress rehearsal in. Let's see what this reality show can show us, if it is a reality show at all.
Hey, give me some Nate Peterman. Like, Gruden loves Nate Peterman. And after the game-winning drive, 210 yards passing, the touchdown there, I mean, 2 touchdowns he had.
Yeah.
You know Gruden is going to be so fired up in that locker room.
No
He was on the sidelines. Imagine what that sound bite is going to be like.
Peterman!
The Peterman! With respect to Nathan Peterman, let's go to